Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today I will be reading the January 29th Daily Inspirational Message. It's a condensed version, 2 paragraphs long. Then I'll center myself, say a little prayer, and then make a couple comments on the message. And I trust that it will assist both of us on our journeys. Here we go. Title: The Gift of Non-Divisible Love. Paragraph 1. Today, when we think of love, let us place aside the ego's definition of love, a symbolic attachment where one individual, thing, or group of people is loved more than or over others. Instead, let us allow it to be an all-encompassing, all-inclusive, non-divisible love that we offer equally to everyone and all. Today, regardless of how the ego has programmed us to act towards and define the world and those in it, not one single living thing or person upon this planet is left without our love. Let us also be grateful to, not judgmental of, the individuals who challenge us in this manner, the people who the ego insists are not worthy of our love. When these people, through their behavior, challenge us to love them as much as those who the ego says are easier to love, we get to practice being one with the mind of God. Paragraph 2. Today, let us remember that being all one, we cannot fully love ourselves if we withhold love from others. If God is love and all, would divine love not embrace and include everyone and all? If God loves all, would it not seem wise to at least try and follow His example? Today, let us see all those who come into our life as volunteers that are here to help us learn how to love ourselves more completely. This is the gift that everyone offers us in every moment and interaction. Let us offer them our gratitude for their gift to us. As we remove our program barriers to love, we learn how to love as God does. It will be by thinking of others and interacting with them as God would, through unconditional love, that greater clarity, peace of mind, and joy will more fully fill and heal our hearts and minds. Okay. The gift of non-divisible love. Okay. Let us first recall that God is love and all. God is love. God is all. Therefore, isn't everybody equally deserving of God's love? And if God loves everybody equally, wouldn't it be a wise example to follow? To try at least try to love as God loves? And so how do we do that? That is the question. Okay. We have to choose to focus on the eternal in them, not the temporal. We have to focus on their soul, on the love that there is the true essence. Not on the body, not on what the body may think, say, or do. Because the body is temporal. The soul is eternal. And we're looking to align with the eternal today. And that's how we align with non-divisible love. By looking at our brothers and sisters only as the eternal in them, only looking at the eternal in them as true. And anything that seems to be less than loving in nature, we disregard, because that's just temporal. That's just a program that they've bought into. Because in truth, they can only be love. And everything else, apart from that, they have bought into through their families' programming, their society's programming, their friends' programming, you know, like we all have. But that's all right. That's all right. That's why we're here to practice. Practicing the eternal instead of the temporal in order to express and be able to achieve non-divisible love. One thing that I do almost on a daily basis, and this has really helped me. Now remember, I'm Christian, so I have a connection to Jesus and Mary. You might have something else, that's fine. But what you want to do is, what I do is, whenever somebody challenges my ego, and I start to do something other than feel love for them, if it's a man, I practice seeing the face of Christ on them. If it's a woman, I practice seeing the face of Mary, Jesus' mother, on the woman. And so when I see the face of Christ or Mary, it's really almost impossible, or it is almost impossible or impossible to judge them for me. And so that helps me lift myself from the delusion of the ego, align once again with my true nature, which is love, and begin to see them as they truly are. Because we're all one, right? So there's part of Jesus and in that man or woman, and there's part of Mary in that man or woman. So if we choose to see that part, that helps us align with who we truly are, and it helps them a little bit too, because the way we react to them, we react with love and compassion and understanding and forgiveness instead of condemnation and judgment and resentment and hate and guilt and shame. And so even those people who challenge us the most, guess what? Those are our greatest teachers. They're just helping us practice moving from the delusion to the truth. From the ego's fairy tales and lies and deception to practicing remembering who we truly are, the love that God created us to be. And when we do that, we begin to remember, okay, my function here is to be this love and express it in whichever way the moment or those individuals are calling for. If the ego says, oh, he's calling out for judgment, you offer forgiveness instead. If the ego says condemn or hate, no, you love and forgive. And understand that their journey is perfect the way it is. And your journey is perfect the way it is. Why? Because we have both co-created our journeys with the divine. And for whatever reason, that's above my pay grade, they need to experience what they need to experience in order to grow, heal, and awaken. And I need to experience whatever it is that I need to experience in order to grow, heal, and awaken. And so their journey is perfect and my journey is perfect. When I remember their perfection, I'm experiencing non-divisible love. And when I see them through non-divisible love, there's something in them that shifts. Because there's a part of me in them. And so even if you don't see them shifting, the part in me in them shifts. The part in me in them heals. And that means a little part of them heals. And so a little part of them is closer to awakening. And so what are we to offer those brothers and sisters? Those challenging brothers and sisters who really kind of trigger us? Or even anybody who we judge instead of love? They're helping us practice loving as God loves. What would your day look like if you just made the conscious decision to practice trying at least to love as God loves? Trying at least to experience non-divisible love. What would it look like? How would it feel? It would feel beautiful and awe-inspiring and gentle loving and beautiful and wondrous and all that all that. All that is just one simple choice away. Choose love instead of the ego's fear. Choose compassion instead of the ego's condemnation. Choose any expression of love that the moment or interaction calls for. And you will be practicing non-divisible love. And then offer all your gratitude to all those individuals. The ego would have you condemn. Offer them your gratitude for volunteering to help you practice remembering who you truly are. Thank you for helping me practice remembering that I can choose non-divisible love in every moment and interaction. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love you. And that's how we begin to see this world through love's lens, through God's eyes. And you're all worthy of doing that. You all can do it. You know why? Because that's who you truly are. And that's what you truly desire. You truly desire to be aligned with your source and offering your love, your source to everyone you meet and interact with. Thank you very much for your time. I love you very much. If you can be so kind as to like, comment, or share this video, it would help with the listening process. And again, if you have any questions, I would be delighted to try and offer a response. Again, if you made it this far, you know I love you very much. And God willing, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.